And what is your experience with Spirit Fest?
This year's experience of Spirit Fest is, it's expansive for me. I have a perma smile on. I mean, inside I have a perma smile on. And it's very valuable, I think, in all facets, you know, no matter where you are from geographically, no matter what you do for work, or the experience you have up until that point. When Spirit Fest is happening, we get to not think about those things, right? We get to have fun and play and remember what it's like to be spirit, you know, and for brief moments in time, transcend the physical, you know, have those astral experiences, because we are more than this. And Spirit Fest is more than this. It's more than the logistics. It's more than the speakers. It's more than the food. It's beyond that. And that echoes, right? We put out a kahea and we're making a very strong call, and it echoes out beyond the ending of Spirit Fest. You know, I spoke with JR, and I know already, I told him when he gave me a hug, I'm like, I'm going to help you find a venue for next year's one, because it's a really important thing, and I'd like more Kanaka to come next year and share, because there's so much Ike, there's so much wisdom, right? And wisdom coming from others too that they need to learn. Because living on an island, you know, sometimes it's easy to become a little myopic, you know, and looking only at the short-sightedness of things, because we're on an island, we don't go beyond the limits of that. But when we have opportunities like this, we allow ourselves, you know, we give ourselves permission to play, to smile, to laugh, to reach out to other people like we did when we were kids, making friends. And that's so important, you know, we don't give ourselves those spaces enough.
That's beautiful. Makes me excited about next year. What message would you like to leave the listeners with?
You matter. Every experience that you've had, every lesson you've gone through, everything you have to share that you've brought into foundational knowledge for yourself is important. It is necessary. When you get an opportunity, when you get that chance to tap into that, nobody can take that away from you, right? You embody a power, you get your mana, right? You recharge your you know, your guts, for lack of a better word, but the source of all of your action, all of the impetus of stuff, where you feel sure, you're like, no, this is, or yes, this is how it's going to be. We all have that. I'm not any more powerful than anybody else, you know. We can all tap into it, and it depends on how much you want to tap into it. But you can, right? Not only are we important and we matter, we're magical. We're powerful. With our thoughts, we make the world. That's what I want people to remember.
It makes me want to end there, but I also think those are the questions I had. But can you just because we have footage of you on stage, just give me a brief overview of what you decided to bring to Spirit Fest, what you chose to speak about, and if there's any reflections you had on how people received what you were talking about, if you have any idea at this point.
I'm not quite sure how people might have received it, because I tend to, when I speak about things, and especially those things that I really love that are very close to me, I'm TMI. I will give you too much information, like no problem. And so when I was thinking about what to offer, as I had said on stage, what I was going to offer it wasn't completely different, but it didn't include this Makato Makai model. And the more I sat with it and thought about it, and thought about the flow even just in liquid and fluid in our bodies, it became the thing, so to speak. You know, it was like Akua said, that's it. And as I was creating, you know, the different images, it was effortless. And I knew that that was the thing, that this is the thing I'm supposed to share. Because I live it, because I love it, you know, because it's me. It's all of us, it's you, you know. And when I find a thing, and it's always been my whole life, when I find a thing that I know is going to resonate with everybody else, it's still that service, right? If I'm of service to you and I can just give you a kernel of something that then sets you off on your own path to go discover it maybe, or to learn more about it, or to tell another friend, I've done my work, you know? And so I was really a little anxious to speak because it's so intimate to me. But I'm really happy I did, because we're all connected. It's something that is a part and parcel of all of us. So I don't know how people received it. I'm hoping that they resonated with it. But I did see, you know, some nods and, you know, some yes. And so, yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, right, for us to absorb and ingest that new information, and then within our own hearts, minds, na'au, integrate it, you know, and take what we want and just discard the rest. But when we can take what we want from that broader perspective, we're able to come up with things that we can speak to from our own base, from our own perspective. And yeah, that's valuable to me.